Take two. Oh my god, this is great.
Forget, forget, forget. Why? Matty, why?
Uh, well, everybody, welcome to Forever Boston Sports, and this is Bases Loaded. I am your co-host, Jeff Chadwick. We have the host up there cracking his ass off. It's Justin Marchesini, and our guest this week, Louis Joshua, who will be filling in for me
Oh
next week when I'm gone, and he's not allowed to do my
You
show.
can organize a piss up in a fucking brewery.
I have caught everyone up in the first 7 minutes of
no,
the bus
Matty, what
ride.
I was saying was I was going back to the website on the iPad to do it, and you didn't have to end the stream.
I did end the stream.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
The
I
only
left.
one I saw in here after that was Maddie. I didn't see it because I mean he obviously
Anyways,
got everyone in.
anyways, we're not gonna make this go. We're not gonna make this go a 2 hour show to argue with Matty because I'm cracking up crying over here. Holy shit, dude.
This is great.
Jeff, I'm gonna let you talk. Before we get to the trades, I'm gonna let you talk about this first.
Okay. Yes. May I just say that in the last 40 games, obviously you see it right there, the Red Sox are 32-8. They are the hottest team literally in baseball. The ERA of the pitchers in those 40 games is under 3. It's 2.8. I mean, you cannot something's going on with these guys, and I'm loving every second of it because this has been an interesting last month plus month and a half, I guess you could say, of Red Sox baseball, where they were completely out of the talkings, you know, back in June. Now they're right up there, and they're on record to go into the playoffs if they keep on the track. I mentioned last month they need to hit at least 600. They need to consistently for August and September. They need to hit 600. This right here, this they hit what 800 in the last 40 games, 80%. I mean, it's just insane, absolutely insane. And I will say that the following second, third, fourth, fifth place teams behind them are the Cubs, who have 27 and 18. So you're looking 10 games back of this. Rays are 25 and 15, along with the Brewers, the Tigers. They're all 25 and 15 over the last 40 games. The ERA, as I said, 2.81. Next comes the Tigers with 2.97. And then we get up into the threes. This, as I said, this is all within the last 40 games. You cannot sit back and tell me that the hottest team in baseball is not the Boston Red Sox. Right now, they are the team to beat. Look what they've done, especially the last two series, especially this last series, you know, to sweep the Dodgers. The best team, best record team out there right now, to sweep them says a lot. But we'll get into that later as far as that's concerned. But I just wanted to bring up that fact. I sent it to Justin, and I'm like, this is crazy, dude. Like how well they are doing. This is absolutely crazy.
I also do want to mention that before we get into the trades, I want to get to awards quickly. So I'm going to run by them very quickly.
Yeah.
So, reliever of the month was Mason Miller of the San Diego Padres and Aroldis Chapman of the Boston Red Sox. Like, that's not a surprise there.
No, absolutely not.
Rookie of the month was Chase DeLauder of the Cleveland Guardians and Valdez of the Pittsburgh Pirates. I am not saying his first name.
Oh, come on. You don't want to botch it?
No. Pitcher of the month was Dylan Cease of the Toronto Blue Jays and Chris Sale of the Atlanta Braves.
Not surprised with Chris. Not surprised.
Player of the month was Jordan Alvarez of the Houston Astros and C.J. Abrams of the Washington Nationals. And now the final award, Player of the Week, was Cedar Rafaela of the Boston Red Sox and Sandy Alcantara of the Miami Marlins.
It's good to see Miami represented in this. very good to
It
see.
is.
It's a team that we don't talk about much because, I mean,
They suck.
yeah,
They,
pretty
they
much.
do suck. Yes. All
Pretty
right,
much.
so we're all caught up on the Red Sox. We're all caught up on the awards. I do got some screenshots of Sean's talking up of the trades. I also got a little bit of Jovan's thing that we'll get to once we get through all the trades. But let's go through the first one.
I like how you got to delete all these pictures after this show.
All right. So the first one was the Minnesota Twins have acquired left-handed reliever AJ Minter from the New York Mets. Maddie, what'd you think of this trade?
That's like downsizing from being a 2-bedroom apartment to a square.
What about you, Jeff?
Well, discounting what Maddie said. Minter, I think, would be a good fit with the Twins. I mean, yeah, it's going to be weird not seeing him in a Mets uniform, but I think the Twins would be a good place for him.
And what about you, Lewis?
Meh.
Wow. Okay, right off the bat, meh.
I think it could be a good. I think it could be. He could be a good addition for them. But as the old saying goes, only time will tell.
Yep. All right, second trade, and it also involves the Twins. They acquired Dean Kramer from the Orioles. Jeff, I'll go with you first on this one.
I don't really have an opinion on this one. I don't follow the Orioles now. Now I know a couple people that would.
Yeah.
But and I'm sure they would speak their mind on this. But as far as this guy goes, I'm not really all that familiar with him, so I can't really tell.
Lewis.
Yeah, I'm the same as Jeff. Dude, I'm not really. I don't really know who Dean Kramer is.
He was the starting pitcher for the Orioles, but I can understand why, because I don't really follow the Orioles either. But Maddie.
All I know is I think Dean Kramer could enter a room really well, like a 90s sitcom.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, if you want comedy, you got the right person on this show.
Okay, so I know I started with Jeff first, but I want to start with Matty first because this involved his Yankees. The Pittsburgh Pirates have acquired right-handed reliever Camilo Duvall from the New York Yankees.
I hope they gave him a yellow cab to the fucking airport and told him to get the fuck out of here.
Lewis, what'd you think of this trade?
It's the Yankees. I don't give a crap.
And Jeff?
Well, let's see. Anyone that goes on the Yankees, well, not anyone, because there are a couple exceptions. Usually anybody on the Yankees I hate. I may actually like this guy now.
Jeez.
Next week's show.
I won't be here.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll be here. I swear to God, I'm going to burn it down.
Jeff, I'm going to start with you first because this involves your Atlanta Braves. So they have acquired outfielder Lane Thomas and left-hander Bailey Falter from the Kansas City Royals.
I am actually very excited about this, and I do know these two people. So I don't have to worry about that. I think that Thomas will do really good in outfield. Obviously. He's done very well in Kansas City. Falter, he's got his moments, but once he settles down, he's actually really good. So I'm actually very excited to see what they can do in a Braves uniform from here on in.
Lewis, your thoughts?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Atlanta Braves they were screaming out for literally an outfielder, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
Yeah, and who better to go for than Lane Thomas, to be fair? Because I actually think if the Atlanta Braves can work with him properly, I reckon they've got a hell of a player on their hands there.
Yes.
I don't know about Bailey Falter. I've never seen him play.
That's because he's a lefty. That's because he's a reliever.
Okay.
Maddie.
I've seen Thomas play a couple of times. He's a really good outfielder. I haven't seen Bailey much, but yeah, it's just nice to see the Braves doing some good business. And the same with the Yankees with the hot prospects, the one they signed for Cavallo. They are quite good. So Braves and Yankees are doing good business at the moment.
And I mentioned that the Braves needed relieving pitching, and they didn't let me down. That's the one thing that, because I mentioned this at least a month ago, that they need help in the bullpen.
By the
And
way, if the Braves are watching this show because of what Jeff said, you owe him money.
human monies.
Lewis,
For a job.
I'm gonna start with you first on this one because it involves a team that we are actually playing right now. The Chicago White Sox acquired Luis Castillo in a trade with the Seattle Mariners for Sir Anthony Dominguez, outfielder Nolan Jones, and catching prospect, I love the first name, Boston Smith.
Poor kid.
Again, I have heard of Luis Castillo, but
Okay, so hold on. So the backstory on Sir Anthony Dominguez is he was a closer for the Chicago White Sox. Now he's going to be a setup guy for Andres Munoz in Seattle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, again, I just think it's one of them moves. Only time will tell, really.
And before Jeff talks about this trade, Luis Castillo is set to make his White Sox debut tomorrow night against the Red Sox. So go ahead, Jeff.
Castillo, he's good. So that will definitely help the White Sox. I mean, they're doing really well this year, considering everything they've been through in the last couple of years. So adding Castillo is good. Having Dominguez as a setup, perfect move. It sucks that Seattle's losing him, but I think this is the right call.
I fucking knew it, dude. Ross is a Philadelphia 76er fan. I fucking knew it.
I don't know what that's got to do with the Seattle Mariners and Chicago White Sox.
Nothing. It has nothing to do with it all, but I just wanted to say I fucking knew it. Okay, sorry. Maddie, go ahead.
I have no idea how to respond to that, apart from the White Sox won't make the playoffs this season. But the business they're doing, I think next season they'll be there on there. But Stevie wanted to go see what fucking team he was going to pick, so let's move on.
All right. Oh my god. Okay. I need once we talk about this trade, I need to read off a little bit of Jovan's. So, Maddie, I'm going to start with you first. The Dodgers have acquired Tarik Skubal.
For outfielders,
Zaire Hope, River Ryan, and Brady Smith.
It's amazing that you get these right good names to say it, and I will probably butcher a name during this whole fucking show.
Yeah.
I think that I fucking hate the Dodgers.
We all do.
But that's some good business though. Well, they're like WWE. Everyone don't like what they're doing, but they do good business.
Jeff.
Can I just say that this trade made me laugh because when the Dodgers got Skubal and his first outing was a loss, it made me laugh. I'm like, how did that work out for you?
He's cursed.
And then Lewis.
I laugh at that because obviously he should have just stayed where he was. He should have. And
Yep.
I said first outing, it was a loss. It was pointless.
Yep. And they've lost 6 in a row, but we'll get to that later. Lewis.
Again, I don't really care about the Dodgers. Next.
All right. Well, before we move on, I need to read a little bit of Joe Vaughn's. Like I said, I'm not going to read all of it, but I am going to read a little bit. He said he's never seen a more lopsided trade. Give hope to a franchise before we gave up one of the best in baseball for pennies. But the team has had this dark cloud of will they, won't they removed from them now regarding Dylan Skubal. The city has accepted that they may not be a great team this year, but the young kids we got now are breathing life back into the team. Like I said, I'm not reading all of that, but I do agree with what he said about the young kids breathing life into the team.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Now I can delete that. Now I can get off my notes. Cool. Lewis, we're gonna start with you first. The Tampa Bay Rays have acquired Freddie Peralta in a trade with the New York Mets. Now, before I say something, Jeff, do you want to know who the first outing for Freddie Peralta was against?
Who was it against?
It was against a team that is officially eliminated from the playoff contention in the Colorado Rockies in Colorado, where he got beat to living, where he had the kitchen sink thrown at him, but they still won in extra innings.
Right.
Lewis, your thoughts on this?
I mean, I wouldn't have gone down the road of Freddie Peralta, but I'm not the Tampa Bay Rays, so do you know what I mean? You never know. It could work out. It might not work out, but yeah, just have to wait and see, really.
Jeff?
I will say that with Peralta joining the Mets, that what he continues to say joins Drew Rasmussen, Shane McClanahan, and Nick Martinez. That is one hell of a rotation. I will say that. Peralta, with any person, whether it be Peralta, whether it be Skubal, whether it be, when they go to another team, they're not used to everything with that team. And that's the one thing that people really forget is they're used to where they were. Now they've got to change. Things change, ideas change, the whole concept changes. The atmosphere changes. So they've got to adjust to that atmosphere. So I think Peralta would do really well as part of this lineup, and he's not wrong. It would be one of the American League's best rotations.
And then Matty.
I totally agree with Jeff. I think it's really good business. I hate when Tampa does well.
We know because they're leading both us and you.
Yeah.
Tampa
assholes.
Okay, Matty. I'm starting with you first on this one because every time I see the Yankees, I'm starting with you first. The New York Yankees have acquired Luis Garcia Jr. from the Washington Nationals. Go ahead, Matty.
I am so happy with this. Garcia, I can actually be happy to see. The stats there. I mean, I cannot wait to see what he does, and we're obviously gonna make the playoffs, but I don't think will win probably the series now, World Series, but I got a massive, massive hope for next season with this.
Yeah, his debut with the Yankees was a home run, so he's at 24 home runs right now. So, Jeff,
What a way to debut. Just so I gotta say, I don't like the Yankees, but I agree this is actually a good pickup for them.
all right, Lewis, I know you don't want to talk about the Yankees, but go ahead.
Wow, with this trade, you've got to actually like take your hats off to him, because that is a real smart move from him. In all fairness, he's a great baseball player, and let's see if he can break any of his own records when he's at the Yankees. So
We'll
I
see.
think he will.
Jeff, I'm going to start with you first on this one. The Chicago Cubs have acquired Kevin Gausman in a trade with the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, Kevin Gausman is going to make his debut with the Chicago Cubs on Friday. I'm just going to say this before you go. I think this is one hell of a trade, that one good pickup that the Cubs got from the Blue Jays, because he did very well in the World Series against the Dodgers last year.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. This is a great pickup for the Cubs. They need something after the whole Cookie Monster singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." It's, you know what I'm talking. You've seen it.
I've seen it, yes.
But no, seriously, Gosman is a great player. Chicago did very well. They get a couple, in a couple years or so, if they get a couple more people, they have another chance to win the World Series. They got to get work a little bit more on their defense. Maybe one more bat. But I mean, this is a great start getting Gosman. Excellent start.
Lewis.
Sorry, bloody street races again, going up and down the road. Dude, they do my head in, man.
No, you're good. What was your reaction to this?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know there's the Chicago Cubs, like, unless I'm seeing differently, but I believe they haven't been playing that well as of lately. But ready for next season, they're acquiring a really good player in Kevin Gausman.
Yeah.
I think that's a real good move for him. Hopefully he'll help him and put him in a step of the right direction. So, yeah, good move.
Matty, you must be excited because you no longer have to face him in the division anymore.
Oh, ecstatic. Absolutely ecstatic. They could have him. I will literally just fly over there and let Percy put them on their front door. He's fucking asshole. Everyone
I don't care who goes first on this one, but I am going to read off this trade. The Philadelphia Phillies have acquired second baseman Luis Arias in a trade with the San Francisco Giants. Now, this was the first of many moves that the Giants had made on the actual trade deadline day. So again, I don't care who goes first, but let it out.
The Giants went on one, didn't they?
Yep.
I mean, good business, but it's interesting what the Giants decided to do on deadline day. And apparently everybody liked Philly at the moment.
Yeah. So everyone's asking, like, so what does this mean for the infield? Well, Alec Bohm is playing third. Bryson Stark's playing first. Luis Arias is playing second. Bryce Harper is going back out to the outfield.
Oh, they're screwed.
Jeff, what did you think of this trade? Because I know now Luis Arias is in the Braves division.
Yeah. That does spell a little bit of trouble. But Braves have done very well. I'm sure we'll talk about them. As far as what's happened over trade deadline. So, we'll see what happens. But Arias is definitely a really good player and something to definitely look out for if you're a Braves fan.
Yep. And Lewis.
Yeah, again, very good addition. Very good addition to that team. He's a real in my eyes, from what I've seen of him on highlights and everything, he looks like a really good, reliable player. So yeah, all the best to him.
Another Blue Jays trade. They acquired right-hander Jose Soriano in a trade with the Los Angeles Angels. I got Sean's thing that I'm gonna put up there, in a little bit. Just very quickly. In I'm just gonna ask for one word from all three of you. Actually, no. I'm actually gonna ask you guys to give me a grade on this one from A to F. What would you give the Blue Jays trade for this? Jeff, you go first.
You give me the first shot. Come on. Uh I'm gonna go in the middle on this one because I'm really undecided right now. I
Yep.
don't know if it's a good trade. I don't know if it's a bad trade. Or not trade, but a set pickup. So I'm gonna go on right in the middle. I'm gonna say a C on this one because I really have no idea how to look at this one.
Maddie
F. It's gotta fuck him up.
and Lewis.
I'm gonna give it a precious E.
An E. Okay. That's who the Angels are gonna give back. I'm not going over that.
That's like Christmas Day.
All right, Jeff. This is another trade that the Angels made, but the Braves acquired Brent Sutter from the Angels for infielder Nacho. That's a lovely name, Nacho Alvarez Jr.
The Nacho Man. I have said this prior that the Braves needed pitching help. They needed relievers. This is a good start. Suter is really good. I like him. I agree with this one. So I have no issues. I don't know where they might put him. I don't know if he's going to be long or mid. I don't think he's going to be a setup. But it'll be interesting to see how they use him. But if they use him properly, Suter can be very dangerous for the Braves.
Lewis.
Yeah, again, because the Atlanta Braves were during the trade, they were screaming out for all sorts of positions, weren't they? Ready? And
Yeah.
this guy who they've just signed as a left sider, if they use him in that position he is used to, that what's his name again?
Suter.
Brett Suter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. Again, from what I've seen of him, he looks a pretty decent player if you're playing him in the position he should be playing. And
They use him properly, yeah.
I think he could be a very big addition for that Atlanta Braves team. I really, really do.
And then Maddie.
Oh, 3 words. Full playoff push.
Maddie, Seattle acquired Taylor Ward in the trade with the Baltimore Orioles. Your thoughts?
I've noticed something right now. Looking at all the tweets you've done, and no offense, this Jeff Patton's getting fucking love from us.
We should have him as a guest.
Hell yeah. I love to talk to him with my accent. With the Mariners, I think their business has really just been quiet but effective, in my opinion.
Agreed.
The boss is gone.
I'm still here. Jeff?
I agree with Maddie. Quiet but effective. I was actually just going to say that. This was a good pickup.
And then Lewis.
Yeah, I agree too. From what I've been seeing with the Seattle Mariners in the trade, especially on trade deadline, I think they've some of their moves have been like okay, but this one where they acquired outfielder Taylor Ward, I was like, okay, now we're getting somewhere. But yeah, I agree with Matty and Jeff. Quiet but effective.
And then we got this move. Jeff.
Well, he's going from one team to another that was automatically eliminated from the playoffs. No. He has a better shot, playoff wise, where he's headed. This move is fine with me. I think Doyle will do really well in Chicago.
There's
Matty.
always next year, and I don't think you'll ever know what a World Series will be like, and you'll never know what the playoffs will be like because he just go from one shithole to another.
But, and I say this, but he has a better shot in Chicago than he would in Colorado.
But he'll have a better shot if he went to, say, Mariners or Miami
Or the Yankees.
or Yankees.
Yeah,
Or Red Sox.
Figured I'd get it in there somewhere, right?
Yeah. Or send it to the Dodgers. If he's that cursed, send it to the Dodgers. Exactly. Justin's favorite person.
And then Lewis, what'd you think of that trade?
Well, he's just signed his life away, really, because he's never. I'm sorry, but all right, don't get me wrong, he could do okay in Chicago, but I think it all depends on how Chicago start next season. In all fairness, but you never know. They could turn around and they could shock a few people, but remains to be seen again.
Well,
We'll see.
I will say that there's someone that we all know who went from a team and ended up in Chicago, and he's actually fit in very well. We all know him in Boston, Benintendi. He's done very well in Chicago, so that's a definite good spot for him. I was worried at first, I won't lie, but it's a good move.
I don't have the full trade package for this, but Joe Adell goes to the Cleveland Guardians. Matty.
Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. It's a good move for him, but just have to say it's just a good move for him, not for the team, but for him. I heard his contract's quite good.
Jeff and then Lewis.
I think anyone getting the shot of playing for Terry Francona, I mean that's the big thing here. Is like he's got his shot now for playing with Terry. Terry knows what he's doing as a manager. It's just the people that run the Guardians that don't know what they're doing. This move is actually good. I think he will do well in Cleveland. And under the guidance of Frank Kona, I don't see why he wouldn't. So I think this is a good one.
I think they're banking on their current roster instead of the deadlines because they had a really quiet one.
Yeah, they did. Because not much was in the news with Cleveland at all over the season.
Literally minimal.
Yeah.
And then Lewis. And then I think after this, I think we'll just speed run through the trades so that way we can get to Jeff's stick. But Lewis, go ahead, bud.
Jeff's got a stick.
Yeah, again, I agree with Jeff. I suppose this is a good move for him, but like I do kind of agree with Jeff by when he says like we'll see how it works out for him, but it is a good move for him. But we'll see how it goes for him.
I don't know much about this. I wish Jovan was here, but I know you got stuck with work. But I don't know much about Josh Smith from the Rangers. Does anybody else?
No. I have
No.
clue.
So we can skip this.
Sounds like a good name, though.
Sounds like a porn star.
Jeff, I think the way we're going to do this is I'm going to go around the table for the people. So Jeff, what'd you think of the trade for the Padres?
Padres needed some help. Starting with pitching is good. I don't know too much about Robbie Ray. I mean, the one person that would, unfortunately, is not on the show. But if it helps him out, I'd be all for it. So I'm kind of neutral on this one. I don't know really what to say.
All I know on this one, it helps our rotation. 100%.
Yeah.
It helps our rotation.
Well, that's where they needed a lot of the help with their rotation.
You're right there with the bloody photos. I can see it on my side on here. It's just tapping away.
This one actually.
Ray's got Hicks. What'd you think?
Who too?
Yeah. I don't know about anyone else, but this one kind of took me by surprise. Hey, at least he's not moving out of state.
Yeah, no, it took me by surprise too.
It's kind of like classic though, isn't it? All to Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
They will buy undervalued pitchers and then flip at prospects. Literally, that's what they would do, and they'll do that throughout all their training. But I really hope that they are cursed.
Hey Jeff, is it okay if I do something different for right now?
Sure.
I'm gonna hold up on the rest of the trades until we get through your stick, but I really want you to do your stick right now, if that's okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's fine.
There's a reason for this.
Just sit right down and don't be a dick. Everyone get ready for Jeff's Stick.
Man, that's some good music.
Yes. It's my shtick. Yes, that's damn good music. That's some good shit. All right. We'll go over the games that are final. Tampa Bay Rays defeated the Colorado Rockies. Shocker. 4-0. We have the Texas Rangers defeated the San Francisco Giants 6-0. The Cubs defeated the Dodgers 7-6. In 10 innings, the Blue Jays defeated the Astros 5-4. Currently, games that are going on right now, there's quite a lot of them. We are in the we're in the top of the 8th. Orioles are leading right now over the Angels 3-2. Bottom of the 7th, the Reds over the Athletics 3-2. Top of the 7th, we have the Phillies. Where am I? No, we have the Guardians. Mets, sorry. Wow, I am so lost here. The thing just switched on me. The Mets are up on top of the Guardians 4-3. Top of the 7th, Phillies are on top of the Nationals 2-1. The Braves are currently beating the Marlins 4-1 in the top of the 6th. Red Sox over the White Sox right now in the bottom of the 5th, 2-0. Bottom of the 4th, we see the Twins on top of the Royals right now, 1-0. Also, the bottom of the 4th, the Brewers have a 3-0 lead over Pittsburgh Pirates. And the bottom of the 2nd is a 0-0 tie between the Cardinals and the Yankees.
There's still time.
We have two games coming up. both at 9:40 Eastern, where we see the San Diego Padres take on the Arizona Diamondbacks, and the Detroit Tigers will take on the Seattle Mariners. Your standings right now in the AL East, 4-game lead over the Yankees. It goes to Tampa Bay with a record of 68-46. The hottest team right now in the AL East, of course, is the Red Sox with the 6-game winning streak, and they are only 6 games back. AL Central belongs to the Chicago White Sox by 3 games over the Cleveland Guardians with a record of 59-53. Your AL West goes to the Houston Astros right now with a 1.5 game lead over the Texas Rangers. Their record is 59-57. Going to the National League, we have a 7.5 game lead. The Braves do, not we, but the Braves, over the Philadelphia Phillies. Their record is 68-45. National League Central, Milwaukee Brewers have a 5-game lead over the Chicago Cubs. Their record is 70-43. And they are the first team right now to hit 70. That would be the Milwaukee Brewers. National League West, I see that the games back has kind of shortened with the thanks of the Red Sox and the Cubs. I think it was the Cubs. I'm pretty sure it was the Cubs. Los Angeles Dodgers now has an 8.5 point game lead over the Arizona Diamondbacks. Their record sits at 69-46. Your home run leaders right now, we have a tie for 5th, Ben Rice and Matt Olson, both with 31. Second place, Junior Caminero, Hunter Goodman, and Kyle Schwarber has 33. And the leader right now, sitting on top, Jordan Alvarez, has 35. That is my shtick, and I am sticking to it.
All right, just wanted to do something different a little bit. Do we really want to talk about this one? It involves the Dodgers again.
You're the one to put it fucking on.
Yeah, if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. It's fine with me.
Does anyone have any thoughts about this, or?
Literally, everything that Dodgers are doing right now is a massive win push.
Yeah.
Literally, that's what they're doing.
I mean, they're already basically in the playoffs unless they really screw things up, kind of like what they did in the last 2 series. If they keep going like that, they may not end up in the playoffs. But yeah, they're pushing themselves to make sure that they get there.
The Dodgers' best business they've done was that Tarek Skubal?
Skubal.
That's their
the best acquisitions that they did. What did he do? He lost his first game playing. Best acquisition they could do.
Brewers acquired Dustin May and Jojo Romero from the St. Louis Cardinals.
That's a gamble.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. That is.
Lewis, do you agree with them that it's a gamble? Okay, cool. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of Jeff Passan's tweet because here it is. The Red Sox acquired Adley Rutschman and Jake Rogers from the Orioles for Anthony Ianson, Kyson Witherspoon, Andy Azakar, and Carlos Navarez. Lewis, I am going to let you go first because I know how excited you are to talk about this. Go ahead, and then Jeff, and then Maddie will go last.
First off, hey, Yankees, where were you? You really wanted this guy? Oh, no.
You know that you say that now and literally going to blow back in your fucking face.
But yeah, I'm really happy with this. Do I think it was a bit of an overpay for him? To a certain degree, I think it was a little bit. But hey, one of the best players in the game playing for the Red Sox. I'm not complaining. And that's all I got to say. He is a top quality baseball player. Adley Rutschman, welcome to Boston Red Sox, baby. Let's go.
So I'm just glad that we got rid of Navarez because Justin knows how much I don't like him. So getting one of the best catchers right now, the best. This is an unbelievable trade. The only downfall is you stop and think that 2 of those prospects we gave away are in the top 50. So you got to stop and think that that's the downside of this. But overall, I think it's going to work out and definitely in the favor of the Red Sox. So Lewis said it best. Welcome to Red Sox Nation, buddy.
Well, they upgraded their catching core, that's for sure.
Yeah.
However, they're obviously looking for the now and not the future. They obviously did it with their streak going on. But when they keep losing again, and no offense, they will because it's Red Sox. Will those transfer the traders just fuck it up for them again?
Right.
Which it will because it's the Red Sox.
Another Cubs trade. They acquired left-hander Braxton Garrett in a trade with the same team that traded Liam Hicks, the Miami Marlins. Matty.
I would say Chicago Cubs probably got one of the best winners of the whole thing. I like that.
I will agree. Cubs had definitely made out with this trade deadline this year.
Yep. Lewis, do you agree with them? Okay.
You do realize I can't see him nod with this picture up on the screen. I never know what he's doing. He could be flipping you off.
I can see him because he's on the bottom. But Lewis, do you agree with them on the last trade?
Yes.
Thank you.
Houston Astros acquired Dalton Varsho from the Toronto Blue Jays. Jeff.
Don't know much about Varsho. I'm kind of in the middle on this one too. I don't know. Astros seem like I don't know if I could really see any Toronto people playing for Houston though. That's the one thing that gets me is like, I mean, I know yes, it's happened in the past with one in particular name. He also played for the Yankees. He also played for the Red Sox. But other than that, I don't know. A trade between Toronto and Houston just doesn't sit well with me.
I call that move climate change.
Yes, definitely.
With the Astros, they can't pay their way anyway back anymore. So it's literally minor moves for the Astros. They ain't gonna do anything.
Very quickly, Tampa Bay acquired Tyler Wells from the Baltimore Orioles. I'm gonna say this. I think Tampa is another winner of the deadline because they had a catcher and they had a reliever.
Yeah. Agree.
Then is with Tampa, because they got that Freddie Parata, they're golden. They done their great business, and this just add on to it. They're out. I think they did pretty well on their outs than their ins.
Yeah.
Look at this. Another Cubs trade. They acquired Clay Holmes and Tyrone Taylor from the New York Mets. I know people who are Cubs fans are going to be happy about this.
Yeah. But of course, the medical review. That's the thing. I mean, did it?
It went through on deadline day. So and Tyrone played yesterday against the Dodgers.
The only thing that's wrong with the Cubs is they sold their ass prospects to the Blue Jays and us.
Yeah,
that's their problem. I think a lot of teams now are literally thinking, "Oh, we got a chance. but they haven't. You got the Dodgers, Yankees, Tampa Bay, Red Sox. They're the only ones that are really highlighted now that could go in the World Series. The others ain't got a fucking chance.
Jeff, I'm sorry to say this, but we acquired Eli White from your Atlanta Braves.
Before Jeff says that, I honestly, right, when it says Red Sox require left, I honestly, when I first looked at it, I thought Red Sox required only fans.
Yeah, they required the only fans of Eli White.
Or is there gonna be two?
I'm okay with this. I feel that White just wasn't getting his not really fair share, but he wasn't performing the way that he should, I think, in Atlanta. And I think maybe the move to a different team would help, and especially the Red Sox, because they know what they're doing when they're getting, when they're getting people. They know, they focus on who they need to focus on. Like if they need to focus on the outfield, they need to focus on that's exactly what they did in this trade. And White would be a good one.
There were reports that White was frustrated with the Braves.
Yeah, I've heard those reports.
Yeah.
So I think the switch was due. Now, how he's going to respond, it will be another thing. We'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, I think this move will do him good.
Lewis, what are your short thoughts about Eli?
Yeah, again, another good addition for the Red Sox. Because obviously, as you said earlier, Justin, we acquired him from the Braves, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah. I have seen a couple of Eli's highlights, and yeah. If we're able to use him, if the Red Sox are able to use him correctly, then I think he'd be a hell of an addition to that team. I really, really do.
We don't see that many trades or anything like that between Boston and Atlanta.
No.
So, it's just, they're few and far between.
That's a climate change and a half also.
Yeah.
From really hot to really shitty.
Not only that, but you're going from National League to American League. So
yeah,
not that it makes any difference now, but take a few years ago before the National League ended up having to do designated hitters. I mean, it was a completely different ball game, so it's just now that they're both doing designated hitters, it's pretty much the same, but yeah.
We got 10 more to go that I'll get through very quickly. Maddie, go for it.
I am very, 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 very happy. Move on.
He's got a good back.
Jeff and Lewis, does anybody want to add anything to this?
I mean, it says it right there. Yankees have been seeking right-handed bats. I mean,
and the deal did clear because I think Ramos did play yesterday, Maddie.
Yes, yesterday. It didn't do bad. The thing is though, it's just I honestly think it's all for next year.
Yeah.
Right.
I think we're one of the only teams that are looking at next year.
Red Sox acquired Eric Miller, who did pitch last night. One batter. They acquired him from the San Francisco Giants for infielder and troublemaker. Good luck, Giants. Marcelo Mayer.
Yeah, I agree. Have him go out there and play with what's his face, Devers.
Yeah, Devers.
Yeah, put him with Devers. You'll have two troublemakers on the team. I'm sure that would do them a world of good.
What's the Giants go like like what was it 50 wins next season and 100 fucking plus loss and doping charges.
Jeff.
I'm okay with this. I
Well-
wasn't a huge fan, believe it or not, of Bart, so I'm okay with him going.
Once again, another porn name.
Diamondbacks acquired Lars Nootbaar from the Cardinals. Anyone want to talk about this or?
Diamondbacks doing good business. Lars Nootbaar sounds like a really bad German fucking stripper name.
I was thinking it was kind of like a German candy bar, but that works.
Chippendales.
Guardians acquired Foster Griffin from the Washington Nationals. Hey, Jeff. This is a good move because he's no longer in the Braves division.
Yeah, thank God. Griffin was a pain in our ass.
Yeah,
so
but would he do well there?
I don't see why he wouldn't.
Mm.
Time will tell, but I don't see why he wouldn't.
I think that's good business. Like I said, the Twins has done good business.
Yeah, this was a good
Yeah,
one.
they got another reliever.
This was a good one.
The Guardians also acquired Nathaniel Lowe from the Cincinnati Reds.
I will admit I did do a Danhausen thing and ask him to curse the Cincinnati Reds. So it's going well.
This works.
I don't know where Kirby Yates was from, but he's going to the Pirates.
That's not bad though.
I'm not sure where he was either.
No. That was great.
Miami Marlins. I don't know any of these guys, but the Rockies were involved. So
Yeah, but no offense, the Rockies had the most quiet. I guarantee you, everybody at the Rockies were safely asleep from fucking 4 p.m.
yeah, it's true. And
They
then the
did
final
literally
one.
nothing.
And then the final one before I show the screenshots of Sean's conversation that he and I had yesterday on Monday. Casey Mize to the San Diego Padres.
It's crazy how like a Heyman reports this.
All right. So I am not going to read all of this, but I'm going to show what Sean said. I think this one involved the San Diego Padres.
Can you just do me a favor? I think Jeff is frozen, but his picture of that looks shocking.
Jeff, are you frozen?
Sorry about that.
Oh, you like
No, my internet just
that.
did this.
Hang in there. We're almost there.
This is what Sean was saying about the Padres because they trade Casey Mize to the Padres.
So went to their arch rival Dodgers. This was a time to focus on the future attempts to unload and players have contracts like Xavier and as much as I love this person, one of the best clubs in the game. Trading Mason Miller would have been beneficial to build up a farm system. Because they traded a major piece of their concept in a few years with Leo DeReese. But since then, we're buyers. And here is my opinion on the trades. That is a long ass statement by Sean.
You want to see long ass statement? Here's part one of two.
Oh Jesus, there we go.
You'll hate reading the Angels one.
You don't have to read. You don't have to read it. Just look over what he said. You don't have to read it.
Oh, he's from Kirby Bates, Angels. That's where it was from.
And then part two.
Yeah, I see that. They need to.
I'm so happy that it wasn't a dick pic.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, it did the same thing it did before. Sorry. So I completely missed everything. But anyway, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I completely missed the intro. Thanks a lot, Justin. Appreciate that. But anyway, yes, Tuesday, September.
I didn't
29th,
play
we
the. I
start
didn't play the
affiliate-
intro. I did not play the intro.
Well, I thought you were going to play the intro and then this.
Oh yeah, give me a second.
You totally told me something completely different. Well, yeah, that's
Such good shit.
killer. It is. It really is. Those are just some of the teams that we'll be covering starting Tuesday, September 29th. Here on Forever Boston Sports, I bring to you the affiliate. It's where we cover ECHL and AHL hockey. I will say that the first game that is scheduled for the AHL as soon as it comes up on my phone right now is on Friday, October 2nd. That'll be the Griffins taking on the Monsters. I don't know where they're from, but they're obviously not in the division that I'm in. But locally, the Comets will take on Providence Bruins on Friday, October 2nd. So that ought to be a good one. So yeah, we'll cover all these teams plus more. Any trades, any all the highlights, the scores of the games, the more important games of the week. We'll definitely cover them. And you can see me, as I said, starting 8 p.m. on September 29th. And we'll kick us off just before the beginning of the 26-27 season. You get over there, Justin?
I'm just
He's on
making
it.
sure that I'm just making sure that I turned off the timer because the
Oh,
timer was on.
Oh,
That is the show that Jeff is doing Tuesday, September 29th, which, by the way, guys, it's gonna follow. Oh yeah, this show.
Forever Boston Sports NFL Show.
The Forever Boston Sports NFL Show.
that's some good shit.
It's amazing what you could do with AI.
I know, right?
It's gonna follow that show, the Forever Boston Sports NFL Show. Which, by the way, I'm so glad I can finally show this intro because it was gonna be on a T-shirt come tomorrow, anyways. We are 34 days away from the first show. We are 35 days away from the first game of the season, which is the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Which, by the way, everyone, 35 days, there will be no bases loaded. Just letting you know that.
That's
Here's
okay.
the poster. And I got one more intro to show you guys. It's John's rant. I'm gonna show it to you right now.
Hawks rant. Hawks rant.
So
Cute.
every single week when John has a team to rip on, that's gonna be the intro to John's rant. It's called
That's
Hawks
awesome.
rant. It's gonna be John's rant. So,
That's awesome.
anyways, I think think we've beaten part two to a dead horse after the first part got ended abruptly. So
Oh my god, that was great.
we're gonna go around the room. Again, no Jeff next week, so it's gonna be me, Lewis, and Maddie next week.
The bait is
Uh, Jeff,
Don't
tell
miss
us
me
where
too much.
tell us where people can find you.
You can find me on the Meltdown. You can also find me obviously here on Forever Boston Sports. And every now and then I make appearances on Wrestling Pedigree, so you can catch me on any of those places. I am the current owner of MWL, and that's a prediction league. So for those of you that are out there, all three of these guys here predict in the league. It's fun. It's challenging. Well, Matty doesn't predict much anymore, but he did. He just sticks around and continues being an asshole. He's over the phone asleep. Yeah. So yeah, you can catch me on Facebook, just my government name right there. Hit me up if you're interested in wanting to join the prediction league. We're going all the way till April, so we're just started. We get next week off due to vacation for me, which is why I'm not going to be here next week. But I already told Lewis, don't touch my shtick. So I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
You go buy me a drink first.
Buy him a drink first. There we go.
Oh, by the way, I removed the thank you from the outro to a well. I want to get a laugh at the as the outro. So, Lewis, where can people find you? And Jeff knows what I'm talking about too. Lewis, you guys see this.
Yep.
Yeah, people can find me. Well, first and foremost, thanks for having me on tonight, lads. Yeah, people can find me on Forever Boston Sports with Justin, and I'm mostly or always now on Weekly Pedigree with Mr. Sleepyhead over there. But yeah, thank you for having me on tonight, boys. Matty, please don't ever change me, because you had me in stitches while I was on mute. Some of the shit you were coming out with, kid. Oh my god.
I just got to say one thing before Matty does his thing here. Anybody who does a 24-hour marathon gets all the props in the world, and he has every right to be tired right now. I don't blame him, dude. I really don't.
Yes, it was 24 hours. I was awake for 24 hours. However, my internet decided not to be 24 hours, so I had to replay the 24 hours and add in extra bits to make it 24 hours.
Yeah.
But
still,
staying up till like 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
14 hours is better than 24. Well, better than 4
the
anyway.
question is, how much sleep did you end up getting after that? 3 hours. No when you're tired.
Oh yes, and I have work tomorrow.
But at the end of the day, Matty, you did absolutely phenomenal, mate, especially for a charity. So for that, I applaud you, my brother. Well done, mate.
Absolutely.
Thank you, bro.
All right, Matty, go ahead and do your stick.
You can find Wrestling Pedigree podcast every Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel, Facebook channel. And please go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, enjoy the ride with us. We have Joseph Sawyer tomorrow. That interview will be coming out. We have Vince Russo interview coming out on Friday. We have many wrestlers interviews coming up. Our content's coming up this week on Wrestling Pedigree podcast. We are talking the worst and best championships in wrestling. And also, we got the weekly pedigree on Thursday at 5 p.m. So, yeah, it's going to be such good shit.
And then mainly where people can find me is here on For Boston Sports with Bases Loaded, NBA show, NFL show, the producer of the ECHL and AHL show where Jeff is hosting. Don't worry, you're not going to see my mug face as a host on that show. You're going to see Jeff's face as the host of that show. So You can also find me mostly on the Weekly Pedigree and on Facebook. So, with that being said, for Jeff, for Lewis, for Maddie, I am Justin. Thank you so much for joining us. Jeff will not be here next week. You will see me, Lewis, and Maddie next week. So, we're going to end this with a little video. Lewis, if you haven't seen it yet, get ready to fucking laugh your ass off. It's a 57-second video. So everyone, enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you next Wednesday. Lewis, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hello, friends. A beautiful Saturday afternoon in Comstock Park. This is inning number 7. Still in the front 9, if you will. Eric Pinales hails from San Cristobal. Right now looking at a pitch from about 60 feet, 6 inches.
I struggled a lot in 2022 with his control.
A fine hit, deep to left center. Off the wall. Lucas Dunn into second base. Exquisite. Got it into the short grass out there.